It was 1 week ago that the massive blizzard pounded the region, and 1 week later, most of the Panhandle has been able to fully dig out. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Scotts Bluff County Commissioners have tipped their caps to the County Roads Department and their staff for the hard work dealing with the unprecedented snow removal scenario. Board Chair Ken Meyer says with more than 800 miles of gravel roads, the plow crew, with some help from outside contractors, were able to at least get a single lane open in nearly every area of the county relatively quickly. Meyer tells KNB News that the department faced a very difficult situation.
Not everybody's going to be happy, but I know our guys were out and they worked as hard as they possibly could to get some folks out. As the snow was starting to melt, then we encountered mud. And that was a real problem. It was trying to get the equipment out and trying to get through mud, and they were getting stuck. And it was just a tough process.
The biggest issue this week was dealing with water from the melting snow, which caused messy and rutted roadways. Well, KNEB and the Nebraska Broadcasters Association will conduct the hashtag Nebraska Strong drive for flood relief with the American Red Cross all day tomorrow. The number to call is 844-278-8555, which will put you in touch with Red Cross volunteers staffing a call center phone bank that is donated by Omaha Steaks. Nebraska Broadcaster Association's Executive Director Jim Tim says money donated by calling that number will be directed to where it is needed the greatest based on requests to the Red Cross.
They prioritize deployment of funds based on zip code demand for services. And just based on the way this has struck so much of our state, they'll be very busy putting that money to work as they deem priority needs across the state.
The Nebraska Broadcasters Association has already made a $20,000 donation to the Red Cross to kickstart the fundraising effort. And warmer temperatures leading to a rapid snowmelt has prompted the National Weather Service to issue a flood warning along the White River and its tributaries in the Northern Panhandle. Region 23 Emergency Management Director Nan Gould says flooding is already present in some areas. Up to a quarter inch of rain is expected on Friday and into Friday night, which may accelerate snowmelt and worsen ongoing flooding concerns. Locations expected to experience flooding include Fort Robinson and the communities of Crawford, Whitney, and Chadron. Gould says at the moment, flooding has been confined to the usual lowland areas adjacent to the river, but residents need to remain vigilant for changing weather conditions, especially if heavy rainfall does come over the weekend. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer's in with his comprehensive weather forecast. Stick around. KNEB.TV News will be back right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we understand that you have a busy life, and that means you don't always have time to come to the bank. That's why we offer user-friendly online and mobile banking with features such as iPay, recurring transfers, and mobile deposit. So you can bank how you want, when you want to. Whether you prefer to bank in person, over the phone, or online, Platte Valley Bank makes it easy to take care of your finances.
Have you heard the exciting news? Western Nebraska Regional Airport will be offering flights with United Airlines operated by SkyWest beginning January 30th, 2018. What's even better? You'll get to earn and use your United points. Reservations with United are now available. Plus, all United miles can be earned and redeemed with all flights. While you're at Western Nebraska Regional Airport, grab a bite to eat at the Flight Deck restaurant. Plus, Hearst Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. So make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
The crispy and Cajun fish sandwiches are so simple that everything from the wild-caught Alaskan pollock to the crispy lettuce has to be perfect. Twice.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches. This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Going to see some clouds coming into the region tonight. Temperatures going to fall into the 30s is all. Clouds are going to help keep a lid on temperatures. We had a really mild day today. Rain is going to develop tomorrow. Going to see some thunder as well. And we do have flood watches in effect. We'll show you those coming up. More rain coming in late Sunday into early Monday. And then a storm late next week, again, giving us at least 3 chances of measurable moisture here as we go through the next 7 to 10 days. 62 yesterday after a morning low of half of that. And we climbed up into temperatures that were pretty nice again today. Nothing in the rain gauge yesterday, well above normal for the month and year. And we will add to that coming up. Boy, look at these temperatures in the 60s out here, still in Scotts Bluff, 63 in McCook. Or 64 in McCook, rather, 63 North Platte, Goodland at 64, 57 in Hastings. Let's take a look at this side of the map here, 57 still in Denver, 54 up in Riverton, 36 up in the high country of Craig, Colorado. Let's take a look at temperatures across our region, 64 in Ogallala and in Mullen, a pair of 63s, Oshkosh and Sydney. Cooler, only 51 up in Gordon. Winds are out of the east primarily, at times northeast, at times southeast, but generally an easterly component to most of them. A little stronger breezes here around Kimball, over towards Cheyenne and up in the Torrington area. Generally, though, we're under 10 miles an hour. Here's the flood watch. It was expanded this afternoon to include Sheridan and Kimball counties. So we've added 2 counties here into the flood watch. Otherwise, the rest of the Nebraska Panhandle in this flood watch, down into eastern portions of Wyoming, east of I-25. Flood watch goes through Saturday night, so it starts tomorrow afternoon into Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening before we expect this to end. And it's because of snowmelt, runoff from the snowmelt, and then some moderate rain that we're going to be getting out of this. In addition to the flood watch, we also have some flood advisories and flood warnings out here for the Northern Panhandle. We'll zoom in and show you these a little bit better. Flood advisories out for Sheridan, well, actually Northern Sheridan County, Box Butte, and then Sioux County under these flood advisories. It's a flood warning in portions of Dawes County and all of Dawes County under a flood warning. That's for flooding observed on the rivers there in Dawes County. So flood warning, these are aerial flood warnings. They're not flash flood warnings. Aerial flood warnings means that rise of water due to snowmelt and also some rain, as opposed to torrential rains that would cause flash flooding. We're going to have mostly cloudy skies on the bus tomorrow with temps in the low 30s, some showers on the way home, and temperatures in the low 50s. Kind of a gloomier day tomorrow than what we've had the last couple of days. Futurecast tonight shows not much, a few clouds early on in the evening and then clouding up as we get towards sunrise tomorrow. We bring more clouds in here and temperatures are going to stay up overnight thanks to those clouds. Right around the 30-degree mark for most of us for lows. A few upper 20s and a few lower 30s out there. Now tomorrow things start to get active, especially in the west. Let's take a look by tomorrow after morning. Here by 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, we start to see maybe some embedded thunderstorms and some isolated shower activity. That will move across the area through the morning hours tomorrow. Here come winds picking up out of the south and east, bringing in more moisture and more rain to the area. Tomorrow afternoon, we start to see a better coverage of rain into tomorrow night. Now, notice what happens tomorrow night. Watch areas here around Cheyenne. Our computer modeling between 6 and 9 o'clock really starts to dump some snow and a pretty good band of some moderate to heavy rain at times. Where this little band sets up, we could see some snow in it and rain. Right now, we're keeping most of the snow in and around Cheyenne. By tomorrow night, that turns back over to rain and lifts off to the north and east. Better chances of rain all across the Cornhusker State as rain chances continue on into Saturday morning. And we could see another round of rain Saturday and lighter showers, I think, Saturday than what we're going to see tomorrow. But still a pretty good piling up of some rain out there across the region. Temperatures for tomorrow going to be in the 50s. For most of us, cooler around Cheyenne. That's why we're thinking we could see some snow in the Cheyenne area, only in the low 40s there. Let's take a look at rainfall totals. So as we go through the night tonight into tomorrow night, especially in early Saturday, we could pile up a ½ inch of rain or more from Cheyenne up to Wheatland over to Torrington and Lusk. Again, those areas right now favored for slightly heavier amounts of rain. These are some areas that had a ton of snow on the ground, so we're going to be concerned about some flooding potentials there. And then maybe a third of an inch of rain Cheyenne over to Scotts Bluff, lesser amounts further to the east. We'll have to keep an eye on all of that area, though, for some of that runoff. Now, we will see some snow, I think, as well, primarily limited in and around Cheyenne as we pile up a couple of inches possibly through the afternoon on Saturday. Most of us, I think, will stay in the form of rain, but can't rule out some wet snowflakes. Cloudy tonight, 31 for a low. Light winds tomorrow. Here's the clouds, and there's the rain developing throughout the day tomorrow. Thunder's possible at times as well. 54 your high. We're in that flood watch. Rains are going to continue in the showery form at least on into Saturday. Still a good chance of showers. Highs only near 50. We warm back up Sunday to bring in some late day showers again. Cool us off on Monday with some morning showers. Then Tuesday, Wednesday look really nice. Temps could be in the upper 60s to near 70. And then the first signs of that next storm system coming late Thursday. Right now we've got it in the form of showers. Could see some snow mixing in late Thursday and then again Friday and possibly even Saturday of next week. We'll have to watch that storm system carefully.
The crispy and Cajun fish sandwiches are so simple that everything from the wild-caught Alaskan pollock to the crispy lettuce has to be perfect. Twice.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
Think a utility vehicle should do more than take you places? So does Kubota. That's why our all-new Sidekick is built to do it all. Climb more. Tow more. Go more. Cross over to more today. Take your Kubota Sidekick home with no money down and 0% financing for 36 months.
Your local Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes high-performance lubricants and fuel improvers. We've been helping customers improve their operations for over 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and cut out the middleman and offer excellent service and value. Our products last longer and work better so that you spend less time maintaining equipment and more time making money. Whether you're in a factory, farm, fleet, or food processing facility, Hydrotex can help you. Visit hydrotexoil.com or call 308-635-8162.
Are you ready to join the celebration? Then what are you waiting for? Switch to Viero today and find out exactly why we're better. More towers than the competition. Convenient stores in your neighborhood. Friendly, helpful customer service, and top phones at excellent values, such as the iPhone XR for free. That's right, get a free iPhone XR when you purchase any other iPhone of equal or greater value. Viero Wireless, your better choice for wireless service.
Welcome back. State officials say the flooding that swept Nebraska has caused nearly $1.4 billion in estimated losses and damage. Governor Pete Ricketts says roads, levees, and other infrastructure have sustained an estimated $449 million in damage, and the damage to private homes and businesses has reached $85 million and counting. Farmers have experienced $400 million in cattle losses and $440 million in crop losses. Well, one of the two Gering men that was arrested during a Wing Drug Task Force bust that revealed a hidden marijuana grow operation has been sentenced on amended charges. In Scotts Bluff County District Court, 51-year-old William Burkhart had 5 of his 6 charges dismissed, and the last charge, distribution of a controlled substance, was amended to attempt of a Class 4 felony. He pleaded no contest and was sentenced to 60 days in jail, with 73 days credit for time already served. The other man arrested, 46-year-old Robert Newton, is still facing 5 felony charges in that case, including distribution of a controlled substance, possession of a controlled substance, possession of a firearm in the commission of a felony, and possession of a stolen firearm. He's pleaded not guilty to all charges. His next court date in this matter is on April 9th for a motion to suppress. And a Mitchell man who was on the lam for the latter part of 2018 on a Scotts Bluff County warrant has been sentenced to prison. 34-year-old Joseph Anaya was sentenced to 3.5 years in prison on convictions of third-degree sexual assault of a child and obstruction of a police officer. That came after a plea deal where 3 other cases that included charges of possession of a controlled substance and failure to appear while on bond were dismissed in exchange for his plea of no contest. Well, straight ahead, Chris Cottrell will be in with a preview of Scotts Bluff High School's track and field season. He's back at the sports desk right after.
We've been an Allo customer from the beginning, 15 plus years.
Almost 15 years.
15 years now. They live here, they work here, they give back to our community. That's very important to us.
It's the difference of night and day between our old internet provider and Allo.
Having that reliability and that speed is extremely important.
Nobody matches that speed. It was a game changer.
Allo came to my site and helped me resolve an issue. At that point, I knew Allo is the company that I wanted to stick with.
The Mixing Bowl in Gering, serving breakfast and lunch every day using Grandma Ruth's recipes for 5 years. Stop for lunch and try a Cali Turkey BLT or one of our gourmet burgers. Have a homemade cabbage burger or butterball soup on Thursdays. Or try our weekend brunch and have cinnamon roll pancakes or the roasted duck Benedict. Stop by the Mixing Bowl on your way to work and grab a freshly baked muffin, Grebel, or Dana Kuga out of our bakery case and a specialty coffee made just for you. The Mixing Bowl, 1945 10th Street in Gering, bringing great food and great people together.
Now, sports from the Western Hearing Clinic Sports Desk. Western Hearing Clinic, the Panhandle's choice for better hearing, helping you hear what matters most.
Chris Cottrell with you at the Sports Desk today, hoping for a little let-up with Mother Nature, especially with some sporting events scheduled here locally this weekend. And we start, and hear me out on this one, we start outdoors. Yes, outdoors yesterday as I stopped over to Bearcat Stadium where the Scotts Bluff track and field team enjoyed some near 60-degree weather with a glimpse at the sun. It's been a trying few weeks for all area spring sports teams, and Scotts Bluff head coach Shelby Auberg has been trying to stay positive about his team's training.
It's been a blessing in disguise because we've had to be a lot smarter about our training methods and what we do with our kids indoors. We've worked very closely with the soccer team, the golf team, the tennis team to try to coordinate our spaces. We're very lucky to have the facility that we do because being inside hasn't been as big a challenge to us because we have long hallways we can sprint in and some other areas that we can go to and get a workout in. But yeah, our kids are sick of being inside and they're very much looking forward to this weekend getting on the track and seeing what they can do.
Coach took his team to the annual Chadron State College indoor meet last weekend where many of the athletes were able to shake some of that rust off and really just get out and compete to get the season off to a good start.
Normally there's 15 schools or so at that Chadron Indoor, and we only saw 6 schools this past weekend. You know, part of that was weather. Some of it was some of the schools just haven't been outside, so they really didn't feel comfortable competing. Our kids performed outstanding, you know, just all across the board. We had a lot of field event wins, not just wins, but quality marks put up indoors this early in the season. Combine that with what we have in the sprints and hurdles. We're very excited about not just our boys team, but our girls team as well, really put up some outstanding performances. So ultimately, we feel good about where we are in the season, and we're looking forward to seeing some new faces this weekend. You know, we're hoping to host Douglas, Torrington, North Platte, Lingo, Fort Laramie, kind of get against some competition we don't normally see in the regular season, so we're excited for that.
Despite the nice weather yesterday and today, there's rain in the forecast for the weekend, and they've already made an adjustment to the weekend schedule. The Benfield relays have been moved from tomorrow to Saturday. Field events on Saturday now start at 11, and running events are slated for Bearcat Stadium at 12:30 early afternoon. As for the team preview, let's hear from Coach on his girls squad.
On the girls' side, we have a core group of kids that bring state meet experience with Brooke Holsworth in the distance events, Bretta Coates in the vault, and then Yara Garcia in the sprints. Adding some of our basketball girls and Brady Lockemer, Mariah Avila, Aubrey Krentz. You know, we're very encouraged by the speed that we have. That was revealed this past weekend at Chadron, and we're going to look forward to developing that.
Then for the boys, a possible state title type team for the Cats this year. In fact, the high school track and field rankings have them pegged as the top team in all of Class B here in the preseason. They've obviously got speed to burn, led by senior Dynamo sprinter Chris Busby.
We know who we are. We're working on our identity. We're trying to find some more kids to cover field events, and we're trying to identify kids to cover some of the events that maybe we're not as strong as we think we are. But ultimately, it's about health. It's about well-being. We want to keep our kids healthy and have them running fast at May. When the district time rolls around and when state rolls around. So expectations are high. Last year we were kind of the team that nobody saw coming. This year everybody knows who we are, who we have, and what we're about.
Again, the Benfield relays have been moved from tomorrow to Saturday, starting with field events at 11. Gering will not be in attendance on Saturday, as the Bulldogs will be traveling for a meet in Sydney. The Bulldogs also posted plenty of solid times, marks, and finishes at that CSC indoor meet that was held last Saturday. It wasn't just track and field at Bearcat Stadium for me yesterday. After the long haul finish to the basketball season, I was finally able to carve out a time to catch up with brand new football coach at Scotts Bluff. That's Judd Hall. We'll feature Coach Hall coming up next week as he goes from trusted right-hand man for Joe Benson to the face of the program. Another reason hoping the Rains hold off this weekend, the Cougar baseball team is scheduled for home games, 2 Saturday and 1 Sunday against Southeast Community College at Cleveland Field. The Cougar softball team continues their brutal stretch of road games to start the year. They've got contests Saturday at Otero Junior College. When the weekend comes to a close, they will have played their first 28 games of the season away from Volunteer Field. That's the latest today from the Western Hearing Clinic Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. Ryan back at it with a check of the community calendar when we come back right after this on KNEB.TV.
What are you waiting for? A 6-year limited powertrain warranty? Savings on performance-matched implements? 0% APR financing for up to 5 years? Head down to your local Kubota dealer before September 30th and take advantage of this incredible offer on the BX Series, America's best-selling subcompact tractor. Kubota. This is what we do.
Come into Sandberg Implement, your local Kubota dealer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scotts Bluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scotts Bluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
It is never too early to start planning for retirement, and working with an experienced financial advisor can put you on the right path.
At Platte Valley Investment Center, our team of financial advisors will work with you every step of the way to maximize your retirement income.
Call me, Jody Rosiska, or Rick Morehouse, financial advisors, to set up your free, no-obligation consultation.
Raymond James Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. Life well planned.
And finally tonight, it's time to honor the First State Bank Community Champion for the month of March. The First State Bank Community Champion for the month of March is a true local hero.
This person is a hard-working individual who gives to his community to help people in time of need. He works a full-time as a paramedic in Bridgeport and still finds time to help others and complete many trainings. During his time at Gering Fire, he went through a paramedic school, had a family, and still managed to balance it all. He was 18 when becoming a volunteer firefighter in Morrill and then transferred to Gering. 12 years of volunteer work. He is a paramedic, Red Card certified diver, along with many other certifications, all to help the community. He simply wants to help and give back. So we would like to say thank you to Jake Pittman.
Afterwards, we caught up with Jake and asked how he got started down this career path.
I started in Morrill, right out of high school. Just kind of was approached by some of the guys there, and a lot of the guys I knew were on the fire department, so I joined, and history ever since.
He says on average he puts in between 50 to 60 hours a week between both gigs and sacrifices a lot of family time, but explains why he does it.
I do it just to get back to the public. Figure might as well lend a helping hand while I can.
I asked him about one of the most memorable experiences he's had with the Gering Fire Department.
This last summer I was part of an opportunity to go to Utah to fight fires. We spent a week down there, and it was a lot of fun, learned a lot, put a lot of fire out, helping out other, not just our area, but other states. Just looking to keep doing that and hopefully keep on going.
And despite getting recognition as First State Bank's community champion, Pittman says he could not do it without his firefighting family.
Here at Gering, we're just a big family. We go through and do a bunch of stuff together. We're down here multiple times a week, especially on Tuesday nights. We have a training or a meeting every week. And I, even not when we're not down here, everybody still talks with each other and helps each other out.
He also encourages people interested in following a similar path to reach out and see if becoming a volunteer firefighter is a right fit for them.
Just go ahead and come on down, sign up. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun down here, but we're also serious. I guess until you are there to help save somebody's life or to help save somebody's structure or any family members or anything like that, wouldn't turn back from doing it.
Congratulations once again to Jacob Pittman, the First State Bank Community Champion for the month of March. And if you know someone who has made a positive impact on our community, you can find nomination forms to make your own community champion nominee by going to fsbcentral.com. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time.